Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. Go!
Locke going to throw on the first play. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here we go, Saints!
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. Play action. Now it's Locke. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards there for number 15. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Locke to throw. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
15 yards there on the scramble and a first down. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
1st and 10, it's Willis. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact, but that time they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First due.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Malik Willis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Only 4 sacks for Kwity Paye as a rookie, but Indianapolis knew he'd need some time to adjust to the league. In his 2nd season, they believe he's capable of double-digit sacks.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. On 1st down, Willis. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Titans at a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to train.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Block off of play action. As this complete to Woods. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
70 range.
First and 10, Willis going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Block now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 21-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points when you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Locke. His throw incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on third. They had more guys than they could block. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. pass is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kiki QT, 40 yards. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 25 on second down, Willis is going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
18 Cardinals.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Hooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Willis now off play action. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Willis's throw is on target to Burks. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass. And he is over the line going for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Malik Willis, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Pull it good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, Locke. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking for Campbell downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Christian Fulton. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Malik Willis, 26 yards. And the Titans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. Fields it right around the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line. Again, it's Taylor. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Haskins with a run to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Haskins now on 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Haskins trying to pick it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Uses the stiff arm.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Block now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
2nd down, and they go back to Haskins. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Haskins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw it is Locke. He sets to fire deep. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 6.
Running for it, Haskins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now Locke. And now here is another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Well, fans usually love to see...
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.